Welcome to my channel where beauty meets passion. And if you haven't heard, I'm Thrifty Virgo Lefty. And if you're interested in making this beauty right here, stay tuned. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What I'm doing right here is I'm laying out the sample piece that I already made, which I love, 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 and it's one of my favorites. If you don't have one similar to it, you can use a t-shirt to make this DIY. So what I first start doing is folding my fabric in half, and then I fold it again. That gives me 4 pieces to work with. And as you can see, this is a very thin, delicate, stretchy material that's hard to kind of get right. So bear with me until I figure it out. And as you can see, I folded it on the folded part, and I'm going to trace around it. So again, if you don't have one like this, you could have did the same thing with the t-shirt, and once you get to the waist part, you could have just went down until your desired length. But anyway, since I have one, I'm going to go ahead and fold it and use it. So this is just a long view of my situation. So what I like to do is start by cutting the shoulders, and I put me some weights down just so it doesn't shift because of the fabric. I cut my shoulders and I'm tracing that. Then I'm sorry about this part here, you can't really see me tracing the neckline, but you can just go around that, and we can always change that later, but we just want to get this cut out. And I'm trimming my little excess that I have here. So yeah, I did not want to create an entire sleeve, so I kind of created like a piece of a sleeve without having to do the extra work. And as you can see here, I'm cutting this little side open because it was one side that was still open. I meant closed. So anyway, I'm still tracing. And because it's such a stretchy material, I decided to cut it exactly the same size. However, you can leave about an inch of seam allowance if you're just using a regular sewing machine, and if not, you can do like about half if you're using a serger. But I'm using my machine. And as you can see, I went from the bottom to give you a view of my, see how I have my pin situated. That's kind of showing me where I'm going to cut mine out. And I did give myself a little bit of room on the bottom part because I did want it to flare a little bit more than the one that I had. Once I've had that cut out, I open the garment up. Everything is right facing already from the beginning, so it's less that I have to do. Pinning my shoulders. Now what I went and got my item that I traced to achieve the same desired effect on the side. So you can use a t-shirt as well, but starting under the armhole, I want to say about 6 inches in between there is a desired size. So I use that as a guide to put my pins on my garment. And I basically did the same thing on the other side. straightening the fabric out, making sure everything is even on both sides to make sure I don't have a lopsided item. So then I go and sew my shoulders, and then I sew my sides. And if you like to, you can go ahead and sew your armholes because there's not really much left to do with them. Then I'm working with my garment, still right sides together. I decided to hem it all the way around. And so what I did was fold it once, 1/4 of an inch, and fold it again, and place my pins inside to secure it. Now if you don't need a lot of pins, that's fine, but I'm just doing this to make it easier to keep the fabric together. And I go all the way down to the bottom of the garment, to the corner, and I basically sew it all the way around on each side, because you have the front panel and you have the back panel to do. Or you can always sew it as you go. So this is the finished product of me sewing both panels all the way around. And of course, don't forget to cut your string at the end. And I did my armholes already. So now what I'm going to do is work on my neckline. I do want my neckline to go down a little bit more in the front, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And I fold that piece over. See my handy helper back there? So I take my pins and I fold it again. I fold it kind of small because of course with my neckline I don't want it to be real thick. And yeah, and the stitches that I use on my machine are straight, but they did stretch from my knit material. So that's the stitch I used all around the garment for the neck, the armholes, and the bottom of it. And I just basically go around the whole neckline, and as you can see with the pin, it's gonna come out fabulous. And after that, that's it, guys.